All right, so your assignment for form is going to be to take 3 different images of whatever you want. It could be a person, a building, an animal, a vehicle, whatever you could think of, a gun, doesn't matter. But you're going to find 3 different objects. It does have to be something 3-dimensional, so don't do a picture of like a piece of paper. But 3 3D objects, and you're going to trace over them or draw whatever is easier for you and figure out what their volumes are, their basic forms, okay? So I'm going to lower the opacity on this horse here, and you can either use my image or you could find your own, but do 3 of them. And what you're going to do is break down and block out the basic shapes of your object. And you're going to keep it pretty simple, okay? This isn't anything that's extremely complex, just the basic shapes, okay? So I'm starting with his head and just blocking out where everything lies. Okay, for his ears I'm going to do cone shapes. And let's erase this out in here, keep it nice and clean. So there's his head. It can help to draw center lines down things so that you can make sure that everything is lining up correctly. Let's do his neck now. So the neck is going to be a big cone shape with top cut off, essentially, is what the neck is. Alright. Then his shoulder area is kind of makes like a box shape here. Okay, so we're going to try and capture that box shape. Alright, and then we'll leave that open because we're going to do the legs now. So for the legs, now let's draw a center line on this really quick so we can see that more clearly. So for the legs, let's draw the cylinders first actually. So each of these joints is going to be a sphere shape, and then this one will be kind of like a cone with the top cut off again. And then his hoof will basically be like a box. Okay, then we can do this other side. It's going to come down. More cones. You can see it's pretty basic, right? These are all really pretty simple shapes to draw. Anyone can draw these. It's just being able to look at it and recognize it. Being able to identify it is the real key. Get these here. Bring that down. This hoof. Another box. Okay. And then another sphere right here. Okay. So we got those legs. Let's move on to his body. So his stomach and most of his main body cavity is going to be a big spheroid shape, which is like a large 3-dimensional oval. Okay, so it's going to intersect here with that piece of his chest and shoulders. Okay, so I'm just going to draw some curves here so that we can tell the form a little better. Okay, I'm just adding some more lines to help us more clearly visualize some of these. Let's do this back, his hindquarters now. Okay, so this is going to be another box. All right, I'm breaking this down into its most simple shapes, and then we have this big cone here, sphere at the bottom, and then same over here, sphere at the bottom, cylinder. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the horse, right? Broken down into just these basic simple volumes. Now, if you can take this and you have this kind of broken down in your head, you should be able to, with practice, kind of turn this in 3 dimensions in your brain and imagine what it looks like from different positions and different angles so that you can redraw this out of your head from different angles. If you can do this with the object you're trying to draw in your head, say you're trying to draw a dinosaur in your head, if you can break it down into these basic shapes roughly, you should be able to turn these in your head and be able to visualize, okay, this is what it's going to look like from this position and this angle, and this is what it's going to look like from above and the side, so on and so forth. So practice doing this. Do 3 of these. Do 3 of these of whatever object you want, and I'll see you guys in the next lecture.